Okay, girls, so today's lesson we're going to be multiplying and dividing rational numbers. But we're going to start with chapter 4.6, which is about multiplying rational numbers. So first, let's talk about how to multiply using diagrams. So let's look at this example. It says, Mom said that I can eat 1/4 of a Kit Kat if I share it equally with my sister. What fraction of the Kit Kat do I have to give to my sister? So first thing that we're going to do is that we're going to highlight some things here. The first thing that I want you to highlight is this bit here, is 1/4 of a Kit Kat. And then I have to share it equally. Okay, good. Now, I'm going to draw a diagram. So I'm going to draw my Kit Kat here. Oh, sorry. Not with you. Here. Okay, I'm going to draw my Kit Kat here. So I'm going to do using my grid. I know that I'm going to divide it by 4, so there we go. Now I'm going to divide it in 4 equal places. So I have 1, 2, and 3 and 4. Good, fantastic. Now I'm going to shade 1/4 of the Kit Kat. So this bit here is 1/4 of the Kit Kat. Good. Now I have to share it equally with my sister. So basically what I'm saying is that I have to divide this by 2. I have to divide these diagrams. So I'm going to do this division here. Good. And I'm going to shade now that half that I'm going to give to my sister, which is going to be this bit here. Now, what is going to be my answer? How many pieces do I have in total? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 8 total pieces, therefore that's my denominator. But how many pieces have I shaded twice? Only 1, so it's going to be 1/8. Another way of writing that is I have 1/4. That's what I had at the beginning, 1/4 of the Kit Kat, and I just need to share it equally, so times a half, which is going to be 1/8. Okay, good. Let's look at another one, another example. Okay, 4/5 of Miss Ochoa's class went outside to play at recess. If 2/3 of them play netball, what fraction of the whole class played netball at recess? So I'm going to start doing the same thing. I'm going to draw my whole. So my whole, and I know that I have to divide it into 5 pieces. So I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there we go. That's going to be my whole. Now I'm going to divide it into 4 pieces. Before I do that, I want you to highlight 4/5 of Miss Ochoa's class. Let's do something different. This time, let's highlight this one with 2/3 of them played netball. Okay, good. So, I'm going to divide this by 5 parts. That is the bit here that I have. Okay, so I'm going to do that. So I'm going to perfect 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and I'm going to shade 4 out of these 5. So I'm going to shade. I'm going to put it with dots because maybe that will going to be easier for us to see later when I'm shading it twice. Good. So I've done this part. I've modeled this part of the problem. Now it says that 2/3 of them play ball. So I'm going to divide this model now, divide it into 3 pieces. So I'm going to do divided by 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. And now I'm going to shade 2/3 out of these ones. So I'm going to take this one here, and I'm going to I hope you can see which ones I'm shading here. Good. So let's see what my answer to the problem will be. So how many pieces do I have in total? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 5 here, 10, and 5 here, 15. So I have 15 in total. That's why that's my denominator. And how many I have shaded in green and yellow? I have shaded 1, 2, 3, 4, another 4, 8. So my answer is 8 over 15. And if we do the multiplication, it will be 4/5 times 2/3 is equal to 8 over 15. Fantastic. Now, there's something that I want you to see here. I dropped my pen. Note that in both worded problems, the word of often means multiply. So I want you to see up here. If you, let me just pick up my pen here. So, because I have here 1/4 of the Kit Kat, this one means that I have 1/4 of, so that's why I divided first time times divided by 4, that Kit Kat. And in the second diagram, I have 4/5 of Miss Ochoa class, and here of, which means multiplication. Okay, good. Let's do one last example before finishing this video. So let's do this one. So I have to do 1/5 divided multiplied by 3/4. So first of all, I'm going to take my whole, and I have to divide it into 5. So I'm going to do, goodness me, I wanted black. Okay, so I have my 2, 3, 4, 5, and now I know that I'm going to divide by 4 as well. I'm just looking ahead in the problem. Here we go. Now I'm going to divide first this whole into fifths. That's why this is what is this bit telling me. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to divide it into fifths. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. And then the second bit, what is telling me? The second bit is saying that I'm going to divide that one into 3/4. First, let's shade 1/5. So I'm shading here 1/5. Good. And now I'm going to divide this one into fourths. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm going to shade 3/4 out of that one. So I'm going to do that with this blue one here. And 3/4 is going to be, I'm going to put dots now. Good. And what is my answer then? So how many pieces do I have? You can see now that I have 20 pieces. So it's going to be out of 20. And how many pieces I have shaded with both yellow and blue? 3 pieces. So that's my answer. And if I write it down, 1/5 times 3/4 is equal to 3 over 20. Fantastic. So some of you might be already seeing the pattern here, or the algorithm that I'm using to multiply fractions, but we will work on that in our next video.